Hello everyone, my name is Alex from Ernest Alex Reads, and welcome to my first weekly vlog of December. First thing first, this December 1st, is to light the Advent candle. Oh. Because it's the first Advent Sunday, and to open up my wonderful After 8 Advent calendar that is a clock tower. I'm very excited. So it is about 2 o'clock on December 1st. It's a bit later than I thought I would be starting this vlog, but I got some stuff around the house done, did the laundry, tidied up a bit, and that kind of stuff. So now I'm ready to be a bit Christmassy and to start filming this vlog. But I thought I would just start this vlog and give you a little bit of an update on my reading. So this morning I read the last like 80 pages of Going Bovine by Libert Bray. I started this back in October and I've just now finished it. It did not grab my attention a lot, and it took me a really long time to read this. So I think I'm giving it a 3-star because when I was reading it, it was very engaging and I like sped through it, but I wasn't ever motivated to read it. So first book done of December already. I'm very happy about that. And I have 3 other books that I'm carrying over from November. One of them is The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. This is a chunkster. This is like the most intimidating book on my TBR and book that I own. It's taken me a long time to try and tackle it, and now if I read 25 pages every single day, I will finish it before the new year. So that's one of my long-term December goals. I'm also reading this German book, which is about like a singer competition in 1206, and another holdover from October. Yeah, and that is The Name of the Rose. I am pretty close to be finishing this as well this week. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish it. I'm enjoying it so far. It's like a murder mystery, also in the 1300s. So it's really interesting and I'm enjoying that so far. So my goals for the week are to finish these 2 books and to read 25 pages of this book every day. So another really cool thing that I found out about yesterday is that the Magical Readathon hosted by G at Book Roast is doing a winter readathon as well. I go hard for the Magical Readathons. I love the owls, I love the newts, I love it, I love the planning, I love the goal setting. It's, I think, probably my favorite readathon of all time, and so I'm going to also try to do that in December. Book Roast has set up a website, and basically every Sunday a new chapter is opened and you choose your own adventure and you get reading prompts based on your answers to the questions. I'm really intrigued. I'm a little sad that I couldn't pre-plan my TBR, but I thought I would go through that and do it because it is Sunday and the first chapter is officially open and I love the idea, so I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay, so I just completed the chapter 1 on the Magical Readathon website. Basically you get, it's like a choose your own adventure and then you get a prompt at the end. I got a prompt, I got the Read a Contemporary book, so a book set in the Muggle world. And I'm very excited about that because I have a couple contemporary books that I was kind of hoping to read in the month of December, so I will choose that and try to complete it this week as well. So yeah, 4 books. Hopefully by Saturday I will have completed 3 books and done lots of nice Christmassy stuff. But right now, I have to dash off to the Christmas market and enjoy some hot beverages there and probably some sweets. So it's about 12 o'clock on December 3rd. Watching this vlog, you may realize that I promised Christmas market footage, but there is none. We went on the 1st, which is the first Sunday in Advent and the third day that all Christmas markets are opened, at least where I live. So there were so many people there. It was crazy. All I could do was kind of like huddle my way through and get my mulled wine, and then after 2 hours my feet were frozen and we went home. But the good news is I love Christmas markets. I'm here for that Christmas market life, and I will be going to several during December, and at one of those, I promise, there's going to be some footage. The other thing you will realize is I just filmed one clip yesterday. Whoops. I'm trying. I am not really quite, like, I haven't really quite got into the hang of vlogging and showing all of the stuff that I do. Oh my god, my hair. Okay, we're better now. I have got some reading done, so I'm gonna just do a little bit of an update. But yesterday, I read 75 pages of The Mists of Avalon, and today I read 50 pages, so I've actually this week read 125 pages, which is really good. You can kind of see my progress. This is the stuff I've read, this is the stuff I need to read. I'm inching towards the halfway mark. I don't know if I explained what this is about. Basically, this was published in the mid-80s, and it's like a retelling of the Arthurian legend with the female characters that we know and love from the Arthurian legend playing a huge role. And basically, through this retelling, that like actually the women were making all of the decisions, which is interesting, and I like that. I'm just having a bit of trouble because it's really intimidating. The print is really small, and a 1,000-page book, man, it's always gonna intimidate me. But yeah, I'm making good progress with this book, which I'm happy about, and I'm proud of myself that I am actually reading this book, finally. I also made some progress in The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. This also has a lot of stuff about Christianity. I'm not exactly sure how this happened, where it's like 2 thick books about religion, but that's just what's happening this week in December. I can't remember how many pages I read of this, but I have 100 pages left, around about 100 pages. So I'm hoping to get this finished today, tomorrow at the latest. If you didn't know, I've been knitting since I was 6 years old. I guess that's like kind of a weird and interesting fact about me, but I've been knitting since I was 6 years old, so for like 19 years. And I love making knitwear, and I love homemade holidays, and I can finally knit my husband a sweater, because something that was a huge thing in my childhood was this like knitting curse. So if you have a significant other and you decide to make a sweater for them, before the sweater is done, you'll break up. That was the lore that I heard in my childhood. And the only way that you could make a sweater for your significant other is if you're married, because they probably won't divorce you. Like, I don't really believe in a lot of curses and supernatural things, but the curse of the boyfriend sweater definitely was a thing in my childhood. So in the almost 6 years that I've been with my now husband, I've only knit him one thing, and that was before we got together. And now, since we got married in August, I can knit a sweater, so I'm really, really trying to have that finished before Christmas Day. Have I started it yet? No. But that's on the agenda for today. So I'll update. I guess I'll show my progress in this vlog as well. Hopefully. Who knows? So I've just set up the sweater. I know it's probably like a bit odd to see a sweater like this, but this is gonna be the collar of the sweater. And I'm starting it from the collar and working all the way down to like the bottom of the sweater. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to finish my audiobook of The Name of the Rose. I have about an hour and a half left of this, so I will show you what my sweater looks like in an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm excited to document it. So it is 2 hours after my last update. I finished a book and I got some knitting done, so I'm gonna talk about that. So I just finished The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I don't know if I've really kind of explained what this book is, but basically it's a murder mystery set in 1327 in a monastery in Italy. So basically this book follows the medieval monk version of John Watson. He is like the scribe for a very intelligent monk called William, Brother William, who is basically the monk version of Sherlock Holmes, and they go to this monastery, and somebody has been murdered, and it like follows it follows 7 days in the life of these two monks trying to discover who's killing the other brothers in the monastery and why. This book is set in a monastery. All of the characters, basically, besides a couple of them, are Catholic monks in 1327. So there's going to be a lot of Christianity and a lot of faith and a lot of discussion of the scripture and stuff like that. As somebody who is not raised Christian, I felt like there was a lot. Not that it wasn't interesting, but there are like bits in this novel where like stuff is happening, people are being murdered, what's going on. There's like a mystical, not magical, but a very mystical library as a plot point. I was very interested in that, and then interspersed in these like 550 pages are like pages and pages and pages of like thoughts on the Antichrist and stuff that's happening in the scripture, and then debates between different factions of the Catholic faith. It was really interesting, but I would just zone out. But because it was so up and down, I just ended up giving it 3 stars. But this is the second book that I finished this week, second book of December, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now I will talk about my knitting, I guess. I'll do a little knitting update. So I have made a little bit of progress. Before I was listening to the audiobook, I had about this much, and now I've knit a good portion of it. These things are so that I can make like the shoulders of the sweater. So this is gonna turn into the shoulder, and the sweater, that's like the top of the sweater, and it will go from the top all the way to the bottom. I don't know. At this stage it just looks like a cowl, but it will eventually be a sweater. So it is Wednesday. It's about 10:30. I've just kind of started getting ready for my day. I had to go quickly into town to get some paperwork done, but now I'm back. I'm making a coffee. My hair is all frizzy. This is a very interesting look for me. Sort my hair out. Look at that. I love this for me. Wow. So I just got to the halfway mark of The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley. I'm so proud of myself. This book I got in 2018. Yeah, for Easter in 2018. And I started it in May of 2018, and I got to page 150 or 200, I can't remember now. It's just such an intimidating book for me, and I'm like really, really determined to finish this book. Hello everyone, it is Thursday, December 5th. It's a bit later than I planned on filming my first clip of the day, but oh well, what can you do? It is what it is. I just wanted to film this clip to give a book and knitting update, I guess. I actually finished a book today, and it's not a book that I talked about at all in this vlog yet, but I ended up finishing The Snow Leopard by Peter Matheson. This is on my TBR. This is one of the last books on my physical TBR that I got in 2016 to 2018. I bought it because I really love these editions, these penguin, I guess I don't even know what they're called, like the orange edition. Oh yeah, the Penguin Orange collection. So I bought a bunch of them on Book Outlet, and I've been slowly making my way through them. This book, like I said, I didn't know anything about it, but it turns out it's like a travel log. The author went to Nepal and Tibet, or very close to Tibet, with a nature scientist, and the author went along because he wanted to see the famous snow leopard that lives there, and also to continue his Zen Buddhism journey. So it was a bit surprising. I picked this audiobook up, and I was getting some knitting done and going to and from work, and I completed it. Overall, I liked it. I don't really agree with some of the author's actions. This was written in 1973, so some of the descriptions of people are a bit not really nice and politically correct. He also talks a lot about he also in this book talks a lot about how his wife had recently died, and that he left his son, whose mother had recently died, in the US while he went on a almost 3-month journey across on the other side of the world to try and see a snow leopard. I don't super agree with those actions, but they happened. The other thing, I was reading some reviews because I was very kind of neutral. I think a lot of the descriptions of nature are beautiful. As somebody who has read books about Buddhism before and very interested in Buddhism, I didn't mind his kind of long passages explaining his journey and his teachers and that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to give this like a 3-star or a 4-star. I don't know. I'll do a final wrap up at the end of this vlog to kind of condense my feelings and talk about all of the books that I have managed to complete. Yeah, so that's the 3rd book done in December. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. That also means that there are only 6 more books from my physical TBR from 2016 and 2018 to read. I'm very excited about that. So now I guess I will show you my knitting progress. I'm very happy with my progress, and it's starting to look like an actual sweater. So as you can see, I have made a little bit more progress on my sweater. It's starting to actually look like a sweater. This and this are going to be the sleeves. That's the collar, and now I'm just going to knit the body. So far I have knit 2 balls, so I'm about a 5th done with it. I think it's turning out really nice so far. And yeah, I really like the pattern. It's super easy. It's called Flax. If anybody is interested in making a really nice sweater, it's a pretty easy pattern. It also explains all of the steps, so if you know how to knit and you're thinking of trying to make a fur sweater, or you're not very confident in making sweaters, I would suggest this pattern. I really am enjoying my time with it. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm making so much progress so quickly. And yeah, I'm pretty confident that I will be able to get this sweater done by Christmas. Happy Friday, everyone. It's basically 24 hours later since the last clip. I was at work, I did a bit of university stuff, some stuff around the house, and now I thought I would update at least one clip every day. That's my goal. To say I finished another book that I have not previously talked about in this vlog. I finished Wonder. This is a pretty famous middle grade book. It's about a boy named August who goes to school for the first time after being homeschooled. So I read this. It was a really quick read. It's middle grade, like I said, pretty simply written because that's just how it is. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It was very uplifting, very nice. Oh, sorry, it's a bit shiny. Yeah, it's exactly what I expected. This flew by. I read it. I think I'm going to use this book as my book for the Winter Magical Readathon because it is a contemporary. It is set in our world, the Muggle world. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. 4 stars, like I said. Then I started this book, one of my 2 German books. I am only about 30 pages in. I don't really know what's happening. So far the main character ended up in the hospital in Taiwan. So not a lot has happened, but I'm making my way through. In other book related news, I've not continued the 2 books that I had started this week reading. I am still at page 500 in this book, still at page 75 in this book. 4 books done this week so far. Hopefully I can get a 5th done. That would be awesome for me. So as I just turned this camera on, I realized that I'm wearing the exact same thing that I was wearing in the last clip, but don't be tricked because a lot of time has passed. Basically it's Wednesday, and yeah, I thought I would just kind of close this vlog up, because, you know, I think that's nice. I don't know. And talk about the books that I read. Basically on Saturday we drove up to Hamburg and it was just like a day full of highway. It wasn't very interesting and I didn't film anything. And on Sunday we spent the day visiting family, and that was also really nice, but I didn't want to vlog that because it's kind of hard to explain and a bit weird. But I did manage to read 4 books in the first week of December. The first 2 books that I finished were Going Bovine by Lippa Bray and The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. I also gave both of these books 3 stars. I then finished The Snow Leopard and gave this book 3 stars as well. And lastly, I completed the book that I picked for chapter 1 of the Winter Magical Readathon. My personal prompt after going through all the questions and choosing my own adventure was to read a contemporary novel, and I ended up reading Wonder, which I gave 4 stars. So these are the 4 books that I completed this week. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I had fun making it, even if I wasn't completely successful all of the time. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day and reading an amazing book, and I will see you in my next video.